everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks waiting to get it done on the gridiron. It's the 49ers going up against the Cowboys. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington at AT&T Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. A first down throw for Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line. And they go with the running back.
They go star power.
They went star power, but Ezekiel Elliott, in a lot of ways, was exactly the right decision. When they had winning success in 2014, they did it running the football. Elliott can do that for them again.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. For the 49ers, their starters defensively, and I got to look at DeForest Buckner.
Love him. Tall, angular. What you worry about with guys like that is can they bend and play with leverage? And DeForest Buckner absolutely can. Did everything that was asked of him at Oregon. He's going to have a big-time career with the 49ers.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go! Ryan 38!
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Finding time. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
They were full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Flex down! Ohio! Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Here we go! Ryan 38!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
First down, Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Let's go! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Prescott from the gun on third. Complete to Jason Witten. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Second down, Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. They'll wind up with 7 on the dump-off, but it'll set up third down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Prescott. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Come on, let's go!
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
There are so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackle.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And this one through the uprights and good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. Bradford now to throw on first down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down and gets a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
They go play action here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
Completes it to Jason Witten. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a cutback left and a crease here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So now the offense is facing a 1st down and 20 after that last mistake. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go! Brand 38!
In motion right is Bryant. They'll run it here with Brown. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Let's go! What? Ohio! 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 Here we go!
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott, eluding the pressure right. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Here we go. 53. Black round.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They'll come out in the pistol. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Now Prescott backing up. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Give them 16 on the pickup, and that leads to a San Francisco first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Here we go now.
First down, a run with Hyde. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And the back goes into motion. Now Bradford on 2nd down. Flush to his right, and they'll get him down here at the 23. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
Black 58 rail.
Play clock winding down. To throw, Bradford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. That's taken on the 25. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. second down throw for Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. 23 yards on the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Let's go.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Prescott. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And on 2nd and 10 now. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Here we go.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Completes it to Jason Witten. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
So they're operating in the red zone. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get them in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game.
Prescott to throw it. That's caught at the 3. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And he'll bang that one through. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here.
Can anyone get him?
What a move. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go. Green, 90.
So the D-line's going to spread out. A first down throw for Bradford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll be first down 49ers. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it's the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Second down, Bradford. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On second down, Bradford again. They go screen pass to Hyde. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space, the big guys leading the way.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Now a second down throw for Bradford. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Bradford now to throw on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. The toss play. This is high. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Carlos Hyde hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Shift together here from the D-line. One man in the backfield, Elliott. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
Here we go.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott complete to Jason Witten. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. It reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, Hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. A gain of 4 on the play. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And on the outside, they're now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. Here's Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And a a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Here we go.
Direct snap. This is Hyde. And the gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They run it again with Hyde. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. They come out here in the I. On 3rd and 1, here's Bradford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's up and good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. Bradford to throw it this time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. third down. Bradford. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They come out here in the eye. Here's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a third down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And he lost the football. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Just a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that'll give them a first.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Elliott. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out here in the eye. This is Elliott. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. A give to Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. David Irving in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They go screen pass to Hyde. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 3rd and long for Bradford. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Off the play fake, Bradford. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Bradford. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Partner always loved it when Coach Madden used to talk about the phrase, take what the defense gives you. Well, if you need 6 and they only give you 4, that doesn't help you. In this situation, they're giving you the middle of the field, but you need the sidelines. You have to know when to break the rules.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
One last shot now for Bradford. His throw caught at about the 5. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal. Win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Cowboys, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Niners, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.